January 11th, 2023, and heading out, leaving 1711 East Main Street, my business building in Albemarle, heading to Snug Record Studios once again. It seems like when I'm really hot on either my project or someone else's project, I can get into the scenario where I'm pretty much at Eddie's studio every Wednesday. Sometimes it'll be 2 o'clock. If I've got to use Harrison in the session, then typically it'll be more like 5:30 we start. And those late night ones can be a little bit challenging to keep the energy up because, you know, I've already had my day and stuff. But, you know, once I get in there and the creative juices start flowing, it's like there's always like the latest thing that I've written that I'm super hot to get recorded. Harrison and I have been working together for about 1.5 years now, and we've written already about 2 albums worth of originals, so we have songs to record. But in so much as I'm trying to keep Southern Lane a pure Southern rock record, only so many of those songs kind of can fit into that category. Usually anything I write would have fit into that category, but if Harrison comes up with a progression, lots of times it's really kind of like progressive rock, which is cool and totally different. And then we have some of those songs that sort of walk the line between them. And I think one of the songs we're going to put down today is called Shortcake, and it definitely is kind of a blues rock jam, but goes into a progressive jazz progression at the end. So that one could go with either set. And because I really know how to sing it and we've performed it a lot live, much like with All That Defines You, I think we'll probably put that one down today, because literally our prep time kind of got ate up by each of us being involved in different things. This past week we didn't get to get together on Sunday as planned, and I had a show Saturday night, so I did not have tons of time to put on it. And unfortunately that probably resulted in me being slightly underprepared to do the 2 new songs today like I had originally planned. So I thought we're going to fall back on the old standard material, of which we have at least 2 that are completely ready. I've got a song that I've been toying with, and I've even played like renditions of it in the studio, called Timeline. Well, when Harrison kind of came around to start putting his part into the writing of that song, it turned into something really cool and different, with kind of a James Taylor callback a little bit, with this extended guitar part and more chords, which Harrison brings the chords, man. It's like, you know, if I want to get out of the 1-4-5, I say, Harrison, give me something that's not 1-4-5, and then but make it sound this way or whatever, you know. And so that's been a really great collaboration, and I think Timeline is really a good song. And knowing that I'm about to have a really talented backup singer come for a session, I originally was going to split that session between our project and Ansel Brown's project, but I'm hoping that I can come up with 2 more songs so I don't have to split that with him, and it would just give us an opportunity to have his stuff a little more prepped before we put the backing vocals on it. But it's all a matter of getting it to a point where any artist that you bring in to work with you can hear more of the final product. That's always better, just to elevate the feel of everything. But anyway, I digress. On the way to the studio for the week, did not take much video last couple times I was there, so I did bring the charged up GoPro in hopes that I can get more footage of the actual recording, Harrison doing various things, me doing various things, and mix this all together in the end in a way that's not so hard to watch. I usually just stick a camera pointed right at us, you know, and it's not like very cinematic, unfortunately. But you know, when you're actually in the doing of the deed, sometimes the storytelling suffers a little bit. But I'm trying to capture enough that that's not the case. And these little vlog type talkies to my phone basically give me those pieces of exposition to tell the story, and that's why I do them. So now I'm going to have to flip over and listen to what we're recording today so I can get my mind dialed in on it and do that producer thing. By the way, I lost my notebook, or I had a performance this weekend. The notebook came back with me, I'm sure, but it got misappropriated. I think my wife might have set it down somewhere different than I didn't expect it to be or whatever. So I went to grab it today. Could not find it, but that's fine. It's time to make new printouts and actually rebuild that notebook anyway, because I had my whole performance, including the Christmas stuff, from the last year, so you can get kind of raggedy after that. So yeah, it's time to rebuild that from scratch with fresh new prints, and I might try to laminate some of that stuff too to make it easier. And also my eyesight gets worse, so I have to make those letters even bigger. Although I did find some reading glasses that don't look terrible. I might start wearing those. Actually, I may need to switch over to like looking at it on an dedicated iPad. I think I'm probably going to do that actually. But anyway, I digress. We're off to Snug Record Studio to get her done. So the selection of the amps is really a big deal. My music stand like this, Harrison, fell down just as I went to go to put it up at Loafers the other night. One of the rivets came out. I just threw that right directly in the trash bin. I mean, I guess I could probably go figure out a way to jury rig something, you know, like a wire or whatever.
You gotta get a better one, because mine is bad.
Well, my nice music stand that's foldable, somebody, when I played at Christmas, somebody put it up somewhere, I don't know where it's at, so that's the same as losing it, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It does. Let's do it. Well, I was curious what the full chord might sound like. It might be too much. Well, the last position sounds great if it's the full chord.
Say what?
The last, when you hit that last one, that one sounds great. Maybe you should just do the bass note for the other two.
Okay.
Because it's just more articulate and it's going to come out, cut through. So on that walk down part, just if you do mute it, just remember that you did, and let's reinforce it with a single note. You know what I mean? We can do a version where you just go do 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 and play that over. We just want to make sure.
On that part or the
Tune, 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 that right there, yeah. I mean, because occasionally you might mute it and it doesn't really matter so much, but I'm imagining that we won't have the bass double that. That'll be a different part. So I just want to make sure we get clear notes on that. And if we need to do them single, we can do that. You know, because you're doing some pretty gymnastic-y stuff there. All right, cool. Check your tune in. We'll do it.
You tell me where that he needs to put that capo on.
Okay. He's already got it on.
I know that.
Okay. Right here.
All right. So that's where he'll change.
Yes.
All right. So let me give you a little. Let me show you something here.
Oh, we don't live forever. Why don't we fast this forever? 'Cause forever is not a real thing. Don't we need one more chord at the end?
Well, yeah, we're gonna do.
Dialing up 1970.
All right. Okay. Let me do a couple of little quick things. Here we go now. You want like that? You want
I like
the
it.
Very 70s?
Dead
I
note.
like it. I like it.
Get that bottom one.
What do you think?
That sounds cool. I like that. I did it with a shirt one time. Like, I didn't have anything. I just literally took I was so hot in the summer. I took my shirt off. I just did set it right there. Oh man, it was the deadest sound. It was bad, but it sounded cool with the in contact.
Well, erase that. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. Here we go.
At least that's what we were thinking. You might have a completely better idea.
All right. You ready? Yeah.
So hard for an honest man.
You almost one take that, Harrison.
Oh, definitely not. Can we just start over?